What is up, you guys? MillionDollarDream back again with yet another $1 million video, and today I'm going to bring you guys a story time. And actually, I was going to give you guys like one of those little rant slash skit videos that I was doing, but I think this time, you know, I want to give a story time because I feel like this is going to be a really funny video. It's not too long, and it's kind of short, so it's gonna be easy for me to make. Just to get right into the meat of everything and the juicy part, just get into the fucking story and stop all the fucking talking. I've been going to the club a lot lately. Like, the reason I've been going to the club is one, because I'm 21, so I'm trying to like get lit as much as I can until I like burn out. I'm like, you know, fuck it, I don't really give a fuck about the club no more. So I've been going like every single week. Besides that, one, the experience. Two, because you know I go in early so I can get in for free. So what I do is I basically go to the club, pull up really early around 9:30. Show them the VIP so I can get in for free. I get my wristband. Then I go to the second club, maybe like an Hispanic club, get my wristband for that club if I go early enough so I can get on the VIP list. Then I go to the third club. I just go to several clubs so I can get wristbands for each club for the entire night, so I can literally go to like different clubs the entire night getting in for free because I have a VIP pass. That's usually what I do when I go out with my friends to go to clubbing. So I've been doing that for a while, and I've encountered some funny shit, so I feel like this is also like a good thing for me to give stories on, because you guys know I do not want to make up fake ass stories for you guys. All the shit that I tell you is shit that really happened. I don't want to just like, you know, put out some bullshit. So this is some shit that happened on Friday, and I find it really funny, and actually I want to see your guys' opinions down below. So be sure to comment, or actually fuck that, yeah, be sure to comment down below and smash the like button if you guys would like to, if you guys find this video funny by any chance. But anyways, let's get into the story. So it was Friday, and we were going to the club, and actually I had one of my friends that I used to go to school with, shout out to Anthony. So he was telling me like, yeah bro, there's gonna be this club, this bad bitch is, this is what he's saying, this bad bitch is gonna pull up, and you know, it's her birthday, she's bringing all her friends, and she got like a stupid fat ass, this and this, you know. So I look at her Instagram, no, her face, you know, she alright, but she did have a fat ass though, and she was pulling like 900 likes on Instagram, so you know, she probably gonna show out if she goes to the club. So I was thinking, alright, bet I'm gonna pull up, right? You know, I'm getting ready to go to the club later, like 5 hours later, I'm getting ready to go to the club. I hit up Mario, I'm like, bro, you about to be there? He was like, yeah, I'm getting ready right now. I was like, alright, bet, just meet me there. So we were gonna meet there. Andy was at work at the time, and yeah, so we're pretty much pulling up over there, and once when we pull up, I totally forgot, like I said, that that was a girl's birthday. I get a message from Anthony, and Anthony tells me that he is not going to the club. I really want to turn up with my boy, but he was not gonna be there this day, which is so sad because that night was so lit. So he didn't come, unfortunately, but I think he learned his lessons after he found out what happened afterwards, and he saw the videos that people were putting on their Snapchat. We pull up to the club, we're inside, and it's a good amount of people. You know, it's not like super lit because the club is just opening, but it's not like super dead, so you can kind of tell that something, you know, there's gonna be a good amount of people here by the end of the night. You know, it's gonna be a good time. So we're there, it's probably like 50 people in there at this point, and we're just chilling at the moment. You know, everyone's coming through, and once when it starts getting a little bit packed, I'm guessing because the girl was having some kind of birthday party at the club, and she had VIP, and she rented out VIP, that she was able to go upstairs to the hip-hop floor first. So as she's going upstairs, I realized that there was a pack of bitches, bro. A pack of bitches all going upstairs. And then when I say bitches, I'm just saying it for entertainment purposes. I'm not calling girls like, you know, whores and bitches, but it was a pack of bitches, okay? And they're all going upstairs. So as these girls are going upstairs, there was one girl that was wearing all black, looked towards me, right, and went like this, telling me to come. Like, it was so random. Like, I would have looked at all the girls like, Jesus Christ, it's like 30, 40 girls. I'm not over exaggerating, I'm not capping. Like, it's literally, it was like 30 girls, 30 to 40 girls. I was so shocked because it was like a big group of girls that came in, and another group of girls, like so many groups of girls, and they all just came up together, like they're all in the same party. And I was like, what the fuck? I was so impressed on how there can be a group of friends so fucking big. So they all go upstairs. There's one girl wearing black, I think it was some Spanish girl. She was telling me, like, she was going like this, and I didn't know if she was talking to me or not. I like looked, I think I looked at her. And then I pointed to myself, and I was like, you know, you talking to me? And she went like this, and she told me to come here. No, I'm not coming. Bitch, you're coming to me. I'm not going to you. What are you talking about? So didn't go to her. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not your dog. I'm not your lap dog. You can definitely come to me if you want to speak. But you know, like I said, I'm not going up to you. So you know, she ended up going upstairs. I looked at Mario, and I just kind of just like shrugged it off. And yeah, so I'm chilling up here for like a couple more minutes, and then after that I'm like, yo, should we go upstairs? He's like, yeah bro, let's go upstairs. And I'm like, I don't think we can even go upstairs. I think that's just, you know, for them. And he was like, fuck it. So we went upstairs anyways, and we're like the only guys up there for like a good 10 minutes, and no one said anything. No, we sat down, we were chilling. We sat down next to a group of girls on the left-hand side, and where we sat down, like this specific group was like turning the fuck up, like they were just like shaking ass everywhere and shit. And after that, you know, those guys started to pull up. So there's one guy, he was this big black guy, you know, he comes up, he looks like he's like 25 years old. This one girl, as I'm sitting down, she's wearing like a white top, and she's wearing these like baggy pants, but aren't really pants, and I don't think she was wearing underwear, and like you could see a lot of cake. And she wasn't like thick, but she was like petite, but she had ass, right? You ever see one of those like little like bubble butts, like kind of like, it's kind of hard to explain, but she was petite, but she had ass. Like if you ever beat off to Rhea Rodriguez, or if you ever beat off to Veronica Rodriguez, like that's kind of like the body that she had. Like if you beat off, right, you know what I'm talking about. So just go on Google and search that shit up, like Rhea Rodriguez, Veronica Rodriguez, porn star, and you'll see that shit. So anyways, so yeah, she's shaking ass, and I'm like, I peeked over to the left, and I'm seeing how that shit's kind of jumping. I look, I'm like, god damn, what the fuck? And she's just shaking ass, right? And I don't know if she was Hispanic or Middle Eastern, I wasn't really sure. But anyways, so this girl's shaking ass. After that, the guy that looks like, and this girl looks like she's like 16, right? And the guy, the big black guy, he just looks like he's like 23, 24, and and the club is so weird because there'd be like a lot of people, like white niggas that look like they're like fucking like 30 years old, and they have X's on their fucking arms. And this dude looked like he was like 25, older than me, big as shit. And he had I was like, what the fuck? He just grabbed her and started dancing with her. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And she was dancing with this nigga, was like, she was trying to fuck this nigga like this was like an episode of Blacked on X videos. This nigga busting it down on her, and he danced with her for like a good 5-10 minutes. And after that, you know, he danced with her a couple times. And then they're the ones that kind of started the train. And it got to the point that it was like a line of 3 bitches, bro, just dancing side by side, like on the couch. And they're friends, right? I tell them, you want some? They're calling guys over like it's a fucking buffet. They're like, you want some? This, come over here, come get some. Like, it was so weird, brother. They're literally running a train. I'm like, fuck that, right? Like, I'm chilling, because I don't know how old these girls are, and I don't know if they use fake IDs to get inside. So the guy stopped dancing with her, the big black guy comes up to me, he's like, bro, why aren't you getting none, bro? You gotta get some cheeks or go out here. And I'm like, nah, nigga, they look like they like young as shit. Like, what the fuck? And he was like, nah, they of age. And then I was like, how old are you? He was like, I'm 17. I was like, what? Huh? 17? Bro, how the fuck are you 17, bro? You shouldn't even be here. Like, I was so baffled that how the fuck are you 17 in a club, bro? Like, it didn't make any sense. After he told me that, like, I laughed it off. He was like, yeah, bro, go get you some, this and this. And I was like, all right, whatever, right? This nigga walks off. I'm sitting there just chilling. Someone like brushes me on my shoulder. I look down, and it's a fucking girl that was the petite bitch that was shaking ass, right? And I'm just like looking at her like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like, what do you want type shit. And she's like, hey, you're really, really cute, you know, this, and this. She started talking to me, like, spitting game, and I was like, oh, true, like, you know, appreciate it, thank you. And we started talking and shit. She just bent over, grabbed me, and started shaking ass on my dick, and I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck? And I like wearing trousers to the club, because when I wear trousers to the club, I can feel all the ass, you know, you can feel all my dick. So I don't like wearing jeans, because I feel like, you know, it's too tight down there. You can't really feel it in the shorty. I want you to feel that shit. So that's the reason why I like to wear trousers when I go to the club, or dress pants. So, you know, she busted it down to me and shit. And then after she danced with like 5 minutes, she stands back up and she whispers him, she pulls me in and whispers in my ear. And I was so baffled, bro. I could not believe this had the audacity to say some shit like this, bro. She really asked me, can you buy me a drink? What? I'm not buying you shit. What? What are you, bro? No. I don't know who the fuck you think I am. I literally told her, I was like, I'm not buying you shit. I swear to God. I said, I'm not buying you shit. That's literally what I said. But this guy, Mr. Nice Guy right over here, he might get you something. That was Mario, and I'm not calling Mario like a nice guy, but Mario is just literally a nice guy. Like, he's the type of guy that will stick his neck out for you, or he'll do you a favor without really even thinking twice. And to people he doesn't even know like that, right? So this girl really wanted a drink, and I was like, you want to get her a drink? And he was like, nah, bro, this isn't as I don't want to. I can get in trouble. I was like, just buy her a drink, bro. He was like, I don't know. I was like, bro, just buy her a drink, bro. And then he was like, all right. He bought her a drink, right? After he bought her a drink and she drunk this shit, right? I guess her friends saw that shit. So they asked, right? After that, they asked for a drink, and then they asked for a tap. So how Ultra Bar works, and I didn't know this, and they told me, but then I forgot about it, and then they told me again. How Ultra Bar works is that you have to, if you want to spend cash, and you can buy drinks in a single manner. Like, you can spend $10, $13 on a drink, right? But if you're using your card, you have to open a tab, and a tab, I believe, is like $30 or like $36 or some shit like that. And once when you do that, you can buy 3 drinks with that tab. So he bought 3 drinks the first time, right? And I only asked for 1. He bought 3 drinks, and the one that I asked for was the one that she got, right? I don't know what the fuck he did with the other 2. Then when her friends asked, they told this nigga this. They were like, one of her friends said that to tell him that that they will dance with him, right, if they give him a drink. If they give her a drink, right? If he gives her a drink. And this nigga really bought, I did not persuade this nigga for that shit. He did that on his own terms, and he bought them a drink, bro. This nigga really bought them a drink. And in my head, I'm like, fuck these hoes. Yes, I'm saying hoes. Fuck these hoes, these thotties. I'm not buying you shit, bitch. You got me fucked up. What the fuck? I gotta buy you a drink for, you gonna give me some pussy? You gonna give me some pussy? And if I did say some shit like that, if you gonna give me some of that pussy, if I did say some shit like that, then I'm gonna be the one that's gonna look like the bad guy. But in all reality, it's like, what are you, like a stripper? Like I have to buy you, like, what am I buying you a drink for? Like for what? Like what are we, like, I know you're not my girl. Like unless you're trying to get down on the get down, then I'm not buying you shit. Like there's no reason for me to spend money on you. Like why am I giving you money? Like are you broke? Like what the fuck? Like I'm not buying you shit unless you're gonna give me some of that, you know. And I still haven't had sex yet. But if you're not giving me some of that, then I'm not buying you a damn thing. No. Yeah, and he bought them a drink. And then the most saddest part about it is that she didn't even dance with the nigga, bro. She did not even dance with the nigga. So the nigga got finessed, bro. This bitch tried to finesse me. I wasn't going like that. They got me fucked up. I mentioned it to Andy, and then Andy was like, fuck no, my nigga. They got me fucked up too. And then this nigga Mario was like, all right, fine. He did the shit. Now he did dance with a couple of them. I think he just danced with one of them a couple times, or two of them, and one of them a couple times. But he did get dances, but still not from the one that, supposedly not from the one that he attended. So I was like, damn, bro, that they finessed that nigga. And I was like, pray for my boy, bro. It was sad. It was a sad moment. But yeah. So after he got finessed, unfortunately, the girl was like just dancing on me and shit. And then she went back. I was dancing with her for like 3 hours. And then she bent back. She whispered my, she was like, I'm a virgin. I'm guessing because she thought I was gonna want to fuck her, right? And to be honest, like I kind of questioned I questioned religion. I questioned religion. I questioned God. I questioned my life. I questioned the will to live. I questioned everything last night because the way that she was on my dick was like, yo, I just might have to fuck you. I just might have to fuck you, bro. Because her cheeks were literally, and I'm not over exaggerating, it's literally taking 2 buns and sliding it up and down a fucking hot dog. That's literally how I felt. When she was on my dick, I could literally grab ass, bro. Like I was literally lifting cheeks up, like just like folding cheeks up, bro. Like this, like this. I was just like folding that shit up, like just lifting that shit up, opening her cheeks out, like it was so, like I was like, yo, I want to fuck you right now. And the way she was just like in between my legs and shit, bro, I was like, what the fuck? She was dancing to me like she was like I was going to get her pregnant. Like I would not be surprised if I got her pregnant. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, even after the club that same night, there was a skeet stain on my fucking pants. I swear to God. They left. And I remember she choked me and I choked her back. And I'm not gonna lie, I did kiss her. But probably should have never done. But I had a drink to myself. Okay. And I did come pre-buzzed. So yeah, I probably should have never done that. I also never kissed a Middle Eastern girl before, and I think she was Middle Eastern, so, but she had ass. So I mean, I knocked that off my bucket list. They left, and I got her Snapchat, but I never talked to her. We were going to the, oh yeah, I remember now. We were going out to eat, and as we're going, mind you, Mario owes me $100. Okay, so we're going out to eat, and as we're going out to eat, me and Andy already got there first. And I explained the situation to Andy, and Andy said, yeah, like I was able to say no, like, you know, like I was like, cause I felt fucked up because Mario called me. I actually, no, as we're leaving the club, right, there's this, I'm getting in my car, I'm getting ready to pull off, there's this girl that's walking drunk outside. So I go up to her, and I'm like, yo, you good? And then she's like falling over and shit. She said that she came by herself, that she's not here with anyone, she has no way to get home, and she is drunk as shit and high as fuck, right? And in my head, like, I'm thinking like, yo, I'm trying to dip, but I'm not gonna leave this girl by herself, you know? Like, there's a lot of weird ass niggas out here. I'm not going to, I'll feel terrible if I was to let her be vulnerable like that in a situation, even though like she should never fucking put herself out there like that, because that's dumb as fuck. But you know, I can do what I can to save her. After that, I called Mario, because Mario's, I asked her where she lived, and she said that she lived in Maryland. And if she lived like in Virginia and DC, then I would take her home. But I'm not familiar with Maryland at all. And how Maryland is that you could be in a fine neighborhood, you take one left, you're in the southeast. One left, one right, you're in the hood, right? And I don't know Maryland like that. I'm not trying to go there. So I was like, fuck that. I have no business being in the hood, so I'm not going to the hood. So Mario lives in Maryland. So I told him if he wants to take her, and if you want, I can follow you. I just don't want to go by myself, you know? So he was like, yeah, I'll take her, just meet me there at the place that we're gonna have to eat. And I was like, all right, fine, like I can do that, right? And this girl was really drunk, like she's grabbing on my chest, she's like trying to kiss my chest, and she's begging me for me to come with her. She's asking for my number, and I didn't give her none of that. I did not want to be with her because she kept trying to touch me, and I, like, all it takes is for one person to be like, oh, like, why are you with her? You know, thinking I felt uncomfortable being with her when she was like that, like drunk, falling over, because I didn't want people to think that I was trying to take advantage of this girl, because there's people leaving the club, and we were like a couple blocks down from the club, and there's people walking to their cars, and like I said, I didn't want people to think I was like trying to like do something like to her, and I wasn't. It's really easy to have for someone to get a false perception. So yeah, Mario took her, and after, you know, me and Andy went to the place of Bob and Edith, some shit like that, what the fuck it was, but Mario called me. He was like, hey man, like, you know, like, I'm mad. I'm upset that, you know, you feel like saying that I felt like I took advantage of him, and saying that the $100 that he owes me is coming out the $100 he spent at the club. And I was like, wait a second, where the fuck why did you spend $100 at the club, my nigga? Like, where did the fuck you get $100 from? Why the fuck did you spend $100 at the club? Like who the fuck did you buy drinks for? I only asked you to buy that girl one drink, bruh. That's it, one drink. All that extra shit, that's on you, my nigga. And he was saying that I should never put him on the spot because I know that he can't say no. And I love Mario, and Mario's my brother, I love him. You know, that's my boy, you know. But my nigga, you are your own man, bruh. You are a grown-ass man and you're 21, 22 years old. You can make your own choices. It's not like you're 16 and I'm like 20. I'm like, yeah, bro, you trying to buy, come on, bro, buy this. Like, bro, you're a grown man, you're older than me. You can make your own choices, right? I did that because I was like, I wasn't gonna do that shit. You wanna do that shit? Like, and I was just teasing him, come on, bro, buy her a drink, you know? Come on, buy her a drink. It's kind of like when you and your sibling gets in trouble and then your mom's getting more mad at the sibling, you're kind of like co-signing, like, yeah, hit him, yeah. It's kind of how it was. Like, I was like, yeah, Mario. She's like, give me a drink, and I'm like, yeah, Mario, buy her a drink. And he was like, all right, fine. Like that's the way I was doing it. It wasn't like I was like, shit, I'm gonna try to take advantage of Mario. Like, I wasn't thinking about that at all. So yeah, and then after he said that, I was like, nah, bro, like, I'm gonna need my money. But you know, as a nice guy I am, I will take out $10 or $13, however much the drink was that I asked you to buy for her. I'll take out the $100. But all the rest of that shit, that's on you, my nigga. And then the worst part is how were you able to get finessed? Because it's like what I would have done, what I wanted to set him up for was, it's like leading the horse to the water, you know? Like, it's up to the horse if it's gonna drink or not, but I'll lead you to the water. With him, I'll lead you to these bitches, right? I'll set you up so you can get some numbers, you can get some Snapchats. You gotta put some game in there, right? For you not to get finessed. You bought them a drink, gave it to them, and I was like, yeah, so anyone care for a dance? Like, bro, it don't work like that. You should know that. You gotta, you know, put your game in there. You gotta be like, yeah, so this is where you from, this is this, oh, true, bet. You start talking to them shit a little bit. What school you go to? Oh, true, how often you come here? Lit. And you know, you start flirting with her a little bit, y'all start dancing, you get a number or a Snapchat, whatever the case may be, so you can hang out with them the next day and probably get some heads, you know. That's how this club shit works, bro. That's what you should have done. Like, come on, we've been here like every week, bro. You should know better. So yeah, like, that's not my fault that you got finessed. That's on the girl. And I set you up for that, for you to make the best you can out of it. She was the one that played with you. You know, that's not my fault, but I will cover the $10. But you guys let me know, like, what do you guys think, what's fair and what's not fair? Because personally, I don't think that's fair for me to pay. Like, that should not come out of my shit, because like, I had nothing to do with that at all. But you know, because I'm not going to just let him go in vain. Like, you know, I did ask for him for that, and the only reason why I mentioned him taking the other girl home is because he knows Maryland. I don't want to get fucked up in Maryland. Even if, like I said, if it was certain parts of DC and Virginia, I would have no problem with that because I know that. But Maryland, I don't know Maryland like that. And I did offer to come with him. He told me no, just meet me at the place to eat. So I was like, all right, sure. So yeah, that's what happened. I can never get finesse at the club, bro. That's not about to happen. Like, any girl can ask for a drink. I'm not buying you a fucking drink. Like, you have your own money. If you're broke at the club, then what the fuck are you doing at the club? And it's not that I'm not spending money because I'm broke. I'm just not spending money because there's no one in here that's worth me spending money for, like, period. Like, you gotta be like stupid bad, and if I'm talking to you, you gotta be stupid bad, right? Then if I'm dancing with you, you have mad rhythm, like, all right, bet, we sit down for a little, we start talking, you end up being mad chill, then I might be like, all right, like, yo, you wanna buy a drink? That's never happened yet, but I'm just saying I could see that happening, right? But I've never met that yet. And until then, I'm not buying anyone a fucking drink. And I'm not gonna buy you a drink so I can fucking dance with you. Like, you gonna give me some head? I'm gonna be the bad guy when I say that. When I ask you for some head, I'm gonna be the bad guy, right? Like, nah, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing at the club? You don't have no fucking money. Like, go to work, go get a job. So I don't know. Anyways, yeah, peace up, positivity like always. Mario, I love you. So don't take this in the wrong way, because you know, it's just a funny story and how we almost all got finessed, but you know, but yeah. We all got to keep a good head on our shoulders. at all times at the club. Can't get caught lacking out here. All right, peace up, positive like always, guys. This is MillionDollarDream signing out with yet another video. New video on Monday. And on top of that, new clothing channel video. I believe I'm going to post one on Friday, and new reaction video coming out very, very soon. So peace up, positive like always, guys. All my social medias in the beginning and the end card of this video, and in the description box down below. I love you guys. I'm out.